Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So before I get started, I'm sorry I look like a hot mess. It is really hot outside in Texas at the moment, and makeup it's not a thing at the moment. Well, I mean, it never was a thing for me, but you know, mascara, you know, mascara is just not a thing for me right now. It's so hot, I would just sweat it off within like 15 minutes after, you know, putting it on. So yeah, sorry to look a mess. And also sorry I have not recorded a video in a long time. The reason is because I broke my iPhone, and that's where I would record all of my videos, and so I broke it and I didn't have any cameras to record my videos. So yeah, I am lucky to have a sister that does have an iPhone and has a camera. So now I will be recording more videos. And you're probably thinking like, Julie, like, how do you not know, like, if you transported illegal, like they're in your car, you know? I didn't want to give these people a ride, but the person, what the hell, I'll just say his name, well, who he is. My boyfriend wanted to because he's a really good Christian. So yeah, so before I tell you guys the story, I should let you guys know that I think I did this because I was ignorant. I really didn't know about hitchhikers, and you guys are probably saying, well, like, you're senior, like you were senior at this time, like how do you not know? Well, I grew up in a city that was by a border, but I didn't grow up exactly like by the border. I grew up like in a city. I grew up like in the city, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I didn't really know about hitchhikers or anything like that. When this happened, I was going out with my boyfriend. We were like senior year. We were kids, okay, senior year, and he lived by the border, like exactly like here's a wall, here's his house. So I would go to his house. That's how I ended up like on that side of town. So let me get started. I've been rambling too much and I'm already out of breath. I went to the other side of town to go pick up my boyfriend. Yeah, I don't know where we were going. It was really late now that I think about it. Like, it was really late. It was super dark. So anyways, I'm driving down this street and with my boyfriend. He's in the passenger side, and we see these two people walking, and my boyfriend's like, oh my god, babe, like we have to go pick him up, like it's raining, it's super ugly outside. And I'm like, David, like no, like okay, like obviously it's common sense not to pick up like hitchhikers, you know. So I was like, no. And then you guys are probably thinking like, what, that you were ignorant? Well, yes, I was ignorant to the part that like they could have been illegal. Like, that's the part that I did not know, but I didn't know that they're like, you don't pick up hitchhikers, you know. Does that make sense? So I'm like, no, babe, like no, please don't, no. And he's like, come on, babe, like let's give people a ride. Like, you wouldn't like it if you were in this situation. I was like, all right, okay, well, okay, sure, why not? So I turn my car around and I pick him up. And my boyfriend like, oh, like, come on, I get in the car or whatever, like, I will give you guys a lift. And they seemed like pretty young, like they didn't seem like, I don't know, but they just seemed like young. I'm out of breath. Anyways, so we pick them up and they're like, oh, hi, like they started speaking to us in Spanish, which that is completely normal here where I live. Like I think like 95% of people that live here where I live, like we speak pure Spanish. I don't want to say pure Spanish, but pure Spanish. So I was like, oh, hi, whatever, like, okay. And I'm driving, and my boyfriend's like, oh, like, where'd you guys come from? And when Spanish, they're like, well, we crossed. And I'm like, oh my god, David. And so my boyfriend, like, he's holding my hand. Like, I get my hand off the steering wheel and I squeeze his thigh like that to like let him know, like, hey, we might die. So anyways, so he grabs my hand. He's like, okay. It's like, oh yeah, like we crossed over, you know. And I'm like, okay. And then, and so my boyfriend was like, well, where are you guys going? Where are you headed to? And they're like, oh, we're headed to South Moth. And for y'all that live in Brownsville, I know what South Moth is. It's I don't want to be rude, but it's kind of like, I don't want to say like the ghetto, because I mean there are other parts of like Brownsville that's considered ghetto, but I guess growing up, I always heard that South Moth was like dangerous and stay away from there. So, and I'm like, oh my god, and then they're like, yeah, like go ahead. And I don't know, in my head I was like, they're probably gonna tell us to like go somewhere, and then from there they're gonna like rob us. But also, like, since they're behind us, I'm just like, oh my god, like they're gonna pull a gun on us, a knife. I was praying, and excuse me, I was so scared for my life. And I don't think I ever told my mom or my sisters. So if you guys see this, like, we crossed, and we're just trying to get to know each other, but I'm not saying a word. I'm just like, my boyfriend's like talking to them, like conversating with them, like getting out buddy, but like, it's like, dude, like, stop. One of the guys in the back, he asked my girlfriend, like, hey, like, is that your chick? And he's like, yeah, that's my chick, like my chick, and so he kind of like also started getting scared, and I was like, oh my gosh, David, like, you better not have put my life in danger. Well, he did put my life in danger, but anyways, so, oh my god, like, that's it. It's like, this is over. I'm gonna get pulled over by border patrol, and they're gonna think that I'm like doing this for money, like I'm transporting illegals, and like I was so scared for my life. I was terrified. So we got them to their destination. I dropped them off, and it was in a really shady part of South Moth, like extremely shady part. After I dropped them off, I booked it, and oh my god. All right, guys, so and that was it, and that was me transporting illegals. I didn't mean to do it. It didn't even click to me that they could have been illegals. Now I no longer pick up anybody else. Wait, actually I did pick up somebody else. It was like this old man who was walking home, but I'm talking about like really, really old. I mean, I'm not saying that they can't do anything, but he barely could walk, and I felt bad, so I picked him up, and I did take him home. So mom, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. But I did do that. But after that, I didn't, like, I don't pick up anybody I don't know anymore. So yeah, guys, please stick with me. I will try to put out more videos. And also, another reason why I wasn't doing videos is because I was in school. Thank you for watching this video. I would say go ahead and comment and subscribe, the mainstream. But if you want to comment, go ahead. If you want to like, go ahead. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm not gonna force you guys. I'm not gonna say go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But yeah, alright guys, so I'm gonna get going, cause I'm gonna go get some gains. Bye.